heard that there's been competition between me and a pink-haired Zezapion cosplayer claiming to be Noipazez. Wait, what? You don't know me? I'm the Pride Goddess, and I'll show you who I am. I am a cat born over 30 billion years ago, 1 year before the great Zezapion to which I hail. My father was Dark Omega, the god of destruction. I have the brother, Neri Randido, the self-proclaimed killer cow king who is 5 billion years older than me, and a twin sister named Ithymas, who was created from the remorse of Dark Omega, which is why he has none. I was created from, well, I don't actually know. I also have another sister, but she wasn't born until near the end of my life. Dark Omega is not to scale. However, I wanted to be different. I was rebellious and even remember attacking Dark Omega at some point. Then one day, I saw an orange kitten around my age who shot holy beams into his eyes, which temporarily blinded him for enough time to take me away. Little did I know at the time that I was being recruited by Dark Omega's biggest enemy, Omega, and he is blinded. That cat was often known as my brother, despite that later he does something bad. Anyways, I was taken in by a mother who ran a small place where she took care of kittens chosen by Omega. I went to the school of Omega, and a son, who's named Mega, taught me Starrae, one of the most powerful attacks in existence at the time. Then, the night after my birthday, birthdays are celebrated once every 2 million years, we were ambushed by an Elysian paladin. We and Mega tried to keep him away, but he managed to use sleep beam with me. When I woke up, he told me that he was sorry for seeming hostile, and he really needed help with taking care of a powerful rat underneath his house, which managed to kill everyone who attacked him before with fire beams. Below is a picture of such a case. He went downstairs, and when we got down there, we saw the King of Elysia at the time, King Zapin the Ninth, who was also known as the Super Elysian. He was known for being an incredibly powerful hero who was bipolar. His red hair towers 10 feet above his body, and we knew that we were in for something, as I already heard of the legendary Zapin from Mega's brother, Longcat. He asked where his daughter was, but then a rat appeared and screeched at Zapin. That rat picked a fight with the wrong group of Elysians, as you can see below. Also, the Elysian paladin named Nyan can heal. After the rat died, we found a green-haired girl, which she didn't show Zapin because we knew it was her daughter. Her daughter? Don't get involved in this. Don't get involved in this, whoever you are. Who said that? I don't know. Zapin. I guess Zapin's watching me. Nyan's wife finished her cake, and Nyan snuck upstairs, and when no one was looking, replaced the cake with the girl. When we went up and Nyan's wife was there, she said it was time to eat, and when she opened the dish, there was the girl being a goofball. And then Zapin said a phrase which I'll never forget. "What in the Gagaja? Get out of there at once." That is when I learned her name. Then we heard a baby cry loudly, and then a scream, and his hair became blue and spiky, and it began to fly. Just look at this. I thought this looked hilarious. What do you mean this looks hilarious? Zapin, don't you know what's going on? At all? Like, really, you don't think that's hilarious, man? What's so hilarious about baby Zezapion? Oh my dear Zezapion, I haven't even revealed that Zezapion yet. Anyways, he created an explosion which knocked us unconscious until Nyan woke up and healed us. I asked what the boy's name was, and he said the boy's name was Zezapion. Zapin then tried to attack the baby in rage, but then the baby yelled, "See Crystal!" And he nearly defeated Zapin before Zapin was distracted by Meepa the dog, who I've secretly been feeding because I thought he was a cat. How could you be so dumb, Samithia? Come on, man. I was a kitten. I also had a crush on Meepa, but that will be more important later. That was never important. Come on, Zapin. It never was! Zapin said that Meepa was a dog he got for Gagagia before he ran away. And by ran away, he meant killing his guards with a bow and arrow and fleeing to get away from him. That dumb dog! I still try to hunt him down to this day. Whoa, man, are you violent much, Zapin? We roamed around the main continent of planet Elysia and helped many people, earning us the name the Legendary Five, or as it's called on other planets, the Five Elysians. The Five Elysians later became our official name. It wasn't until 8 years later we found Zapin's castle again. Zapin's wife complained to us, and Zapin said, we were hunting mice? His wife then said that should throw him into the shark-infested moat, and she told us that the giant cat who was killed on the inside long ago was revived by Nutnuttians. Nyan went to planet Nut, we went to the hedges of Elysia, one of the wonders of the Elysian world. That dumb giant cat! Hey, kill my dog! Oh well, I'm trying to kill that same dog anyways. But it killed it before me! Oh my dear Zezapion, Zapin. What is wrong with you? It went to the giant cat and it ate Meepa. I cried a bit and Zapin killed it with fire cannon. But it was nothing compared to what was going to happen in 4 years from then. Just 4 years later, 14-year-old Gagagia was made Queen of Elysia. Then we got word from Longcat that the Nutnuttians had released their giant dog at the fort they conquered a year ago, Fort Darkeye. We then went through the fort and defeated the Nutnuttians, but the two Nutnuttians ordered the dog to attack. The dog stepped on them, and then he stepped on Gagagia and Zapin, killing them. Sure, this did hurt Zezapion more than it hurt me, but it did mean the royal bloodline of Elysia had just ended. Elysia had no ruler. A civil war is breaking out all over the planet, and somebody had to stop them. Zezapion and I then took a stand. Elysia was shocked that we were still alive, so they put a crown on us, making me queen and Zezapion king. 3 years later, the Nutnuttians were angry and were about to shoot a laser. Me and Zezapion went to planet Nut, and we defeated their entire army. And just as Elysia was being destroyed, Zezapion used Big Bang Cannon, killing him and the Nutnuttian king at the same time. Then the planet started to explode, and I survived the explosion. Longcat and a huge army of Elysian cats saved me, which started an 8-year flight to a distant planet called Momu. I'm pretty sure you were standing on Longcat, weren't you? Yeah, I was. Then why aren't you standing on Longcat? I don't know. When we got to the planet, we had to build a government of some sort. We and Momoians, who liked the old rule, created a Northern Momoian Empire where me and Longcat married and became Emperor, and I became Empress. The others formed a Southern Momoian Republic. We lived a pretty normal life, and I was mourning every night, but then about 15 billion years later, I couldn't believe my eyes. Zezapion had returned after our entire universe was nearly destroyed. He created a universe around the remains of the old one. He then flew to me and said, I am the time god. I stopped the morning and started I started ordering my empire to attack so we could expand. It worked until the 9 months Nutnuttian borders met ours, and in 1900s. Also, my son was born in 999. Just a small break here. Okay, I'm back. We planned an attack date for the Nutnuttians and the Southern Mamuians, who were beginning to have problems with the we were beginning to have problems with, decided to help us, but the Nutnuttians attacked first. Excuse me. We fought and remembered the entire army, and my son's wife, Zippy, sacrificed herself to defeat the king and the queen. Remember, I led the Mamuians during this battle, but then things turned sour between us and the Southern Mamuians, and we went to war, and we won because our technology is far superior. I kicked the three who started the war off the planet and forced them to live on a planet called Earth. There was more war in the Empire. I recall needing to fight the Nutnuttians and Naimams personally many of times. So in 1996, I decided to see my husband's radical plan of sending his grandson to Earth with Tacnol's grandson in hopes a Naimam Mamuian hybrid is created. I found the aura of who would appear to be the kitten's son, so I lured him by abducting pugs and a singer called Avril Lavigne. He came onto my ship, and his power is near equal to mine. I told him that he was my great-grandson, and he was a Mamuian, which he was. His name was Samuel Katzen. Things really heated up from there with my enemies. The Nutnuttian Empress attacked my son to prevent Zezapion's descendant from being born in 2000, and a member of one of our allies, the Red Grabs, brought a fictional character to life that attacked Sam in 2007, both of which failed, thankfully. Then I remember going to my grandson's funeral in 2008 because that dumb fool ate chocolate, and in 2009 my castle was attacked by a Georgian force and by a Naimam. It was insane. Zezapion literally had to leave Kira because my father was leading the Georgian force. Oh, and this is when my younger sister became relevant. My other sister is an Earthling because Dark Omega was in human form and married a human lady. My other sister's name is Georgia. And there is me being driven crazy. Let me take another break. In 2009, Zezapion defeated my father and at least didn't have to get involved with Earth's conflicts. The battle between my husband. I didn't have to get involved with Earth's conflicts until the day the battle between my husband and Tacnol arrived. On December 21st, 2012, I decided to have me and the main legion of the Mamuian Empire, which is a super team, help my husband. In that fight, Zack tried to attack, but Tacnol killed him. I then flew up in anger and used my newer attack called Galaxy Ray. It didn't even phase him, and then he scratched me, which I fell right next to Sam. I called everything in my life before I bled out. I heard Sam turn Super Momu 3 and Ruby, Sparkle, and Longhat turned Super Momu and defeated Tacnol to avenge me. This is not over, however. Let me take another small break. I went to heaven, but only about 3 months later, heaven was attacked by the Kiroians, Mamuians, and some blue Mamuian killed me again, so I would become a Kiroian, and I did. That is when I became the Pride Goddess. Let me list all the things I was involved with afterwards, as it is 21:14 right now. In 2019, we fought a group of real weird cats, and Sparkle destroyed my father's clone. Excuse me, there's some chaos going on. We destroyed my father's clone, who was disguised as Omega. In 2023 to 2028, we were attacked by Rainbow, the Death God. Me and my husband turned Super Momu, and I used an advanced Galaxy Ray, which we were knocked out anyways. I would know we were attacked and we were knocked out by Inaz en masse in 2030, but when they destroyed Kiro, but after rebuilding it, it was not destroyed again. 2045, the Kiron tried and did have to fly a Momu to get away from Orange, but none of us were harmed. My life has been rather boring for the last 65 years. Okay, Now that is 30 billion years of history. Now 30 billion years of history is out of the way. I am here to let you know that he is using the ability I created, the Aura Scan, and making his own series about it. I dare him to test the legitimacy of my story, Samithia and Zezapion. Challenge accepted. To be continued. This is from me, Noipazez, and I also voiced Samithia. Bye.